Hello, everybody. Thank you for your patience. We had some technical issues. Speaking of voiceover internet providers, whatever they're called, VoIP. I don't know what that stands for. Anyways, welcome back to Eye on the Storm. This is our play session. We are joined, of course, by Dunk Train and King Caffeine, and we have been discussing in chat whether or not hot dogs are sandwiches, which is a question that someone tweeted me during the North American Regionals to ask the players, and it did legitimately blow my mind. I'm pretty sure that a hot dog is a sandwich, but that is not a popular opinion in chat. Do you guys want to weigh in on this?
Somebody was asking me about the hot dog. Hey, Anna Prosser, you could answer the hot dog question. Was this it?
That was the question.
Oh,
because
okay,
here's the thing. The debate is, because of the connection between the two halves of bread, does that determine sandwichness? But then, does that mean that Subway sandwiches are not sandwiches? And if Subway sandwiches are sandwiches, then why aren't hot dog sandwiches? I think it's a sandwich.
I feel like it's the nature of the meat, though, that really dictates it. Like a hot dog or a sausage inherently makes it something else, whereas typically sandwiches have like sliced meat.
But if you slice a sausage, then it's a sausage sandwich?
It could be a sausage sandwich. I think that's the differential.
Well, guys, continue. Oh, did you want to weigh in, Dunk?
But you don't slice meatballs and they're meatball sandwiches.
Right.
Yeah.
See?
Oh man.
Like, I feel like the hot dog is like a subcategory underneath the sandwich umbrella if you think about it logically.
Oh, okay.
It's a little weird. It's kind of mind-blowing.
Right, so you've got like sandwich and then you've got like hot dog, pita, calzone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ooh.
We could go
Do
far.
gyros fall in there
so
too?
sandwiches like
Gyros,
overlapping categories?
tacos? Are tacos sandwiches? You guys,
Now you're just
what's
making
Is
happening?
the Hispanic one?
Oh my gosh.
I think they're all just forms of meat and cheese and bread, but just have different words for them. Different
I think
things.
open-faced sandwiches are cop-outs.
Well, anyway, we'll consider that as we now move into our play session, where King Caffeine is going to play Zool, and we do have some voices on this call. Voices who are not Dunk Train or Caffeine. Could you guys introduce yourselves, please?
Yeah, I'll go first. I am Messiah, one of the casters you've probably seen around. I'll be helping out today.
I am Valia. I am the editor-in-chief for Team Liquid's Heroes of the Storm Division.
Jilly?
Oh, yeah, I'm Diva Jilly. I stream sometimes. And I guess I'm King Caffeine's girlfriend.
You guess.
I guess.
It depends on the day.
Yes.
I understand. All right, cool. Well, let's get into this game. Gilly and I are both going to be observing this time, observer friends.
Yes.
I will be observing the game, and Gilly will be looking for your questions and such. So feel free to put them in chat, and I will not miss them because you'll have Gilly looking for them.
Yes, I will be looking for questions. Anna will be making sure that King Caffeine is talking about his talent choices. And yeah, what heroes? We're going to be on Towers of Doom. What heroes are you going to use to synergize with Zool?
I'm gonna pick Greymane because he's a dog, and he's really good at going and getting bones and bringing them back to Zool. So whenever you bone prison someone, I'm gonna dive him every time. Okay, Calf?
Alright.
If you bone prison someone, I'm going all in.
I like
go.
that logic.
Excellent. Mm-hmm.
It adds a really nice narrative to the game.
Please don't cast bone prison when people are under their towers.
Hey. We'll see.
What else are we having? Anything? I hear like crickets almost.
There actually literally
Like,
are
actually-
crickets in my
Oh, yeah.
house, so that's... Yeah.
It's so comical.
Yeah. I have a bearded dragon, so I actually have a little tank of crickets. So you guys, if you're quiet, you literally will hear crickets.
Nice.
Okay, let's see. I personally am a huge fan of the Zool Tyrande roam. That's guaranteed 3 seconds of CC minimum. If you have anything else to follow up on it, then they're 100% dead. There's nothing else to it.
Alright, we can try that.
Messiah,
fun.
are you in this?
Yeah. I was gonna end up going with Jaina, but we do need a frontline tank. I'm trying to think what I can pick up here. You know me, I'd probably go with Zagara if we didn't already have Zul, but it's okay. I don't want to go double specialist. Actually, you know, I'll play with the ETC this game.
I really like
Nice.
UTC.
Cool.
All right. Got our team comp.
Nice.
Nailed
Looks
it.
scary.
Schoolwork.
It's very scary.
What mounts
Mount?
are we doing?
Skinner
Yeah.
boys.
Synergy, boys. This is important.
Synergy? What
That was,
colors are we going? Are we just going dark?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, this doesn't match at all.
And then we have a Necromancer on our team. We can't exactly go Rainbow Unicorns.
Are you sure about that? This is
Malthael
Heroes of the Storm.
That's true. Malthael's Phantom. First hint. The
Ooh.
blue silver.
That's what I was already on. You know me. don't you?
Ooh.
I don't have that one.
Yeah, I don't have that one either.
Uh,
What's one we all have?
do you guys
Do we
have
have
the,
the void?
dire wolf?
Nope.
Firewall?
What about the Void Speeder?
No.
Nope.
It's gonna be harder than I thought.
Hearthstone card?
Brown horses?
Brown horse.
Flub Horse.
Oh no.
At least we'd be all brown horses together.
What about
Yeah.
the Tiger? Tigers?
I do have the tiger.
I do not have the
I
tiger.
don't have. Is it?
I am so lame with mounts. I'm sorry.
Hearthstone card? Hearthstone card? Hearthstone card?
Hearthstone.
Alright, I can Hearthstone card.
I only have first in.
Yeah. I guess
Yeah, I don't have the card either. Sorry, guys.
Wow.
C9 mount?
Play
C9 mount?
Get on that.
Yeah.
Money
I've-
pig.
That's me.
No money
I'm doing
pig.
my own thing.
I have an
Brown
Nexus
horse.
charger,
Brown
if
horse it
that-
is.
That works.
Done.
Can I be a rebel and be a white horse?
You do you.
I'm gonna be a black horse.
There goes teamwork.
Are you going at them like a dark
That's
horse?
game.
All right, here we go.
We're doing it.
So while we're loading, I liked this question by Eric Sharkey. What heroes would Dunk and Calf add to the game based on their roles on the team? And then also put that Dunk is support and Calf is warrior, just in case.
Oh, I forgot. Thank you. Interesting. What hero would I add to the game? That's a tough one if I have to think about only support characters, because you have to think about like what characters from lore you want in the game, and then like, okay, how would I make that character a support character, you know?
Do you want time to think?
I think yes. I do want time to think. Kat.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. I was just talking about this today on my stream. I really want a feral druid tank. Like that can be a bear that like soaks damage and CCs, and then can like turn into a cat where he's like really vulnerable but has like high DPS for a little bit of time or something. That's what I'd like to see. I don't know what character it would be though.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
that would be pretty cool.
That
Could
would
you-
probably be an original character.
I'm sorry I got distracted from observing because Cattleprod, aka the WoW guy,
I saw this.
linked
problem.
an official announcement from some sort of the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council
Counts.
on whether or not a hot dog is a sandwich. And they're saying that by calling a hot dog a sandwich, you are limiting its significance. So they say it's not just a sandwich, it's a category of its own. I think that's a little self-important, and I still think a hot dog's a sandwich.
I agree.
That
You're not above the sandwich classification, hot dog.
Yeah, you
okay?
can't just be like, saying Dunk Train's a support just limits his actual spot as a world champion. It's like, yeah, he's a world champion. He's a great sandwich.
I can't think of
Nice.
hot dogs at the same time as mine.
Anna, did you just mute randomly?
I don't think so. Can you hear me? Check. 1, 2.
I can't hear you very well.
It might be my game is really
I
loud.
cannot
Let's.
hear.
A triple.
Can you guys not hear Anna really well either?
No.
Is she talking?
No, she's kind of going in and out.
Right now, I can't hear
How about now? Can you hear me now?
There we go. There we go.
It was because game was too loud. I guess it auto adjusts or something.
Rip.
Sorry, observing is not on point right now, but there you go. Hot dogs are sandwiches.
Okay. So level 1, We've got Shade. While Bone Armor is active, you evade all basic attacks. Is this pretty much the one you always pick, or is it more situational?
I've done a little bit of testing, and I really like this one, the Shade, or the Backlash, the one that does damage. So basically this one is, I think, overall just the strongest based on its effects. So whenever your shield is up, you evade all basic attacks, and that's a lot of damage. Basic attack is like the majority of damage for a lot of the characters. And so it really adds to the baiting of the tool. So you just wait to get really low HP, and then as soon as they decide to commit to trying to kill you, you pop your shield, and they are already committed, but they can't actually kill you because you take no damage for 3 seconds. So very powerful tool.
We're giving up the thing. I can't get there in time. Nice done.
Oh, I thought I had it.
Oh, look at that body black.
Oh, nice. So about the character, I would put in the game. If it has to be a support, I feel like I'd want a priest, because there's like not really any Warcraft universe priests in the game, I feel like. And that could be cool if there's like shadow elements to it. Like it still can be a support, but you have shadow elements or like interesting things like dispels and stuff like that, instead of just having heals, you know? You can have Power Word Shield and bring in the whole like fatigued shielding mechanic that WoW had, stuff like that.
That'd be
Did
awesome.
you play a lot of WoW?
Yeah, I played a lot of WoW. I was like top 50 US raider in Burning Crusade, and like played a lot of 2s and 3s arena during Burning Crusade as well.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
Fun fact.
I love that game. Yeah.
Who's top lane? So this character can be used to roam too, just because he has such an easy lead CC. That like if you ever get into early fights, it's really strong early. Any CC is strong early because the enemy doesn't really have a lot of tools to deal with lack of controlling their character.
Did we already talk about your what is it called? Jailers.
Not yet.
Level 4 talent?
Yeah.
So level 4 talent, jailers, you spawn 2 skeletons whenever you use your E on an enemy hero. And basically what that does is that adds a little bit of more DPS to your rotation. And it also gives you something that tanks the tower. So say you're chasing a target, backing up to their wall, and the prison goes off right at their wall, you know, you won't take tower damage. You can go in safely for a couple of hits with your W or just even your autos. And the tower will be tanked. So minion summons in Heroes of the Storm in general is just really big utility.
What's the button to fix the the interface when you mess it up and everything goes gray?
What?
What? That happens?
Try pressing E. Does that fix everything?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Wow.
I knew there was a button that fixed everything.
No, hit Control 1 maybe. Your
Control. I
talents,
think
see.
Control F4 is what you're looking to hit.
Oh,
Just
there we
kidding.
go.
Don't do that. That will close everything.
I hope she would fall for it at this point.
Yeah, she is smarter with computers than I am by far, so I'd be the one to fall for something like that. Let me do a question before we talk about level 7, if you don't mind, Anna.
Yes.
Duncan Cap, are there any heroes you were surprised didn't get picked at all during regionals? That was from Kage Kiri.
Didn't get picked at all. Surprise.
I think just KT. Still think KT's okay. I don't think he's unpickable. Just crazy that he didn't get picked at all, I think.
Yeah. It felt like he was like out of the popular club. Everyone hates him now.
His fingernails finally got too long.
You can't sit with us, KT.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, that might be the only one that I was really surprised not to see.
I need to go get mana. So when I come back from getting mana, I'll go to a lane just to show, like, oh no, got interrupted. How
Just
strong
kidding.
his wave clear and pushes. In this game, a lot of times you're you'll find that you need someone to soak an off lane, like, you know, maybe a lane away from the objective that has a big push of mercenaries and minions stacking up, and you need someone who can clear that. This is a perfect hero for that. He can just run over there, clear it in about 3 seconds, an unlimited number of creeps. So that's really big utility, and it's really good just for Hero League too. When you want to help your team, you notice that like they're just not really soaking that well. You can just run between 2 lanes with this hero and soak 2 lanes. So very good.
So you picked Weaken, which is one that you were talking about earlier. The attack speed slow increase from 50 to 75%.
Yeah.
Do you always pick that one?
I'm not 100% sure on the 7 talent yet. I really like actually both of them are really strong. I think 7's kind of a packed tier, but for competitive play, I would definitely take Weaken. But if you're looking for more of like a Hero League build, both the other talents heal you, so they add a bit of self-sustain. And you can go with either of them really, if you want to just basically keep yourself alive and work on killing buildings and specializing basically.
Cleanse down.
Okay.
Leaving top side. Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
I'm on Liming. Oh.
Front line. On it. Okay, now look, I'll sit here and I'll press E. You don't take any damage. You can actually turn it off. You always want to save it to be your last tool, basically. Or if you think you need it to get out of a sticky situation. But always save it for last. Don't make them use the most amount of resources.
I've heard a lot of people favoring Poison Nova. So could you maybe describe a situation where you would prefer skeletal mages and how to use them effectively?
Yeah, sure. So skeletal mages are just battlefield disruption. In general, it's just a utility feature you find on a lot of characters, you know, like Tastar's Force Wall, Mighty Gas Barrel, just lots of things that disrupts the enemy's formations. And skeletal mages, that's basically what it does. You look for a target that's maybe isolated for their team, or for maybe just to block off a path. Like right here, we'll try to get them trapped in this choke. Didn't quite work. But if you can angle it correctly, they can actually even body block. So it's overall, it's also like, it's actually like a lyric.
Now Calf is breaking up.
Yeah, I thought that was my game again, but I don't think that was me.
It might be...
It might be his game.
Skype, why you hate us?
Someday there'll be voiceover in game, and then we can just listen there.
Back to the old...
Still messed up.
No, it's good now.
I think we got the gist with the skeletal mages though, so that was good.
So at 13, I'm going to be going for the mid to late game side talents. Basically, you want your early game to just revolve around ganking heroes early, or helping your team CC heroes early, pushing lanes. And then when you go into the mid game, you kind of transitions into a brawler, especially when you get 16. But at 13, you get the slow added to your scythe, which basically it's almost like giving him another spell. You know, it's another CC added to his kit. So it combos really well with all his other abilities, like the wall. Like that. So it's really good.
It's like every time we go into a big team fight.
It's because the Skype is auto-adjusting for the sound of his game. Because that makes sense.
Really?
Speaking of game sounds, I think that the in-game sound might be a little too high Anna?
Roger. Will change.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, there was a suggestion to move this to Discord. We might want to consider that for
Yeah.
future.
I think it is time for Misscliks in general to do that, so thank you to everyone and keep bugging us to do it.
Yes, please do.
I'm gonna say I really love Discord. I think it's really easy to use, and it actually gives you like more community building opportunities.
Yeah, and I would like there to be a place for people to hang out that they can join from the chat and things, so we will likely be looking at that. I've just been dragging my feet.
Yeah, I haven't really used much of Discord, so I don't know much about it. It's like, it kind of functions like it's got public, what are basically analogous to Vent or TeamSpeak servers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been really nice. I've switched to using it with my stream, and it's been pretty amazing. You have a lot of control too, like, you know, with TeamSpeak and stuff, you can control like who goes into which channels.
Mm-hmm.
And the interface
Okay.
seems a lot easier to use than something like TeamSpeak.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Oh, man, I know I set up a Mumble server for me and my friends once. Trying to set up a server and, like, getting everyone's Mumble certificates and all that stuff set up was a nightmare. So, if is anything, like, where it's as powerful as that solution, but with the simplicity of Skype, it's probably a really, really good upgrade.
It is. It's really easy. I mean, you have to be an idiot to not to figure it out, I would say.
The problem for Misscliks is that we had just completely integrated in Skype, and so that's where all of the like administrative staff is hanging out. So adding another,
Oh, that's so much stuff to do.
yeah, adding like another layer is hard. But anyway, Heroes of the Storm.
Yes, level 16.
Yeah. So, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So level 16 is like the second of the side talents that I take. It reduces the cooldown by 4 seconds every time you hit a hero, which is basically it's an 8-second cooldown ability. So when you hit a hero, it becomes a 4-second ability, but it also has like a 2-second kind of travel time. So it always seems like you have one out. And that really is when he starts to get a big power spike, is when he hits 16, and you can constantly use that, and it's slowing. So you can just bait the enemies constantly. You can DPS on clumps of enemies, and it's just in general becomes a much stronger ability and your main damage tool.
Oh, you killed the wall. Couldn't keep my W rolling.
Oh, whoops. I'm sorry.
Righto.
Off I go then.
Work.
FJ Breezy asked, I wanted to know what Dunk Train thought of Ancestral Healing being 10 seconds longer than Divine Shield.
I think it's okay to have Rhaegar's Ancestral on a longer cooldown D-Shield. Not because I think it's more powerful, but I think that's there to compensate for all the other tools that Rhaegar brings that Uther really doesn't. Like, Rhaegar has a lot better healing overall, and like the wolf form and stuff, so it's okay if the heal is on a longer cooldown, even though D-Shield might be a better ability. Although in a lot of use cases it's not even better, so I think that's an appropriate cooldown.
So now you'll see the chasing potential that this hero has. If you get on them once, you basically can just stay on them because the Scythe perma-slows them by 40%. So yeah, I think you'll see a lot of that in competitive play. Like, people will get a little overextended and they just won't be able to escape. It's kind of like how an Illidan or even like a Jaina can perma-slow you. As long as they're accurate and hit their spells, you're going to have a really tough time getting away.
So the strategy is like stay far away from Zul.
Yeah, basically, as soon as you get close to him, he's extremely disruptful. But like the thing is, he doesn't do that much from range, so there is some counterplay like that. Like, he can't root you if you're far away from him, and you can dodge the scythe, so there's some counterplay to that. But if you get close to him, you're in trouble. You're not gonna be able to do anything.
So Sylvanor asked, this may have been covered in other interviews, but I'm really interested in knowing what the biggest team dynamic change is with Arthlon replacing Fan.
It means there's an extra person in the Super Smash Brothers controller rotation. That's the biggest change.
It's a very important one.
Yeah, they're both like really good players and good guys. So I would say that Arth tends to hang around his team more, like at like events and stuff. We usually end up seeing him a lot more. But that's pretty much it. You know, they're both, I would say, fairly quiet players. Like they talk at critical times, but they're not like over loud and calm and stuff like that.
We have your level 20 now. Want to tell us about that?
Yeah, so I took the Mortal Strike, or Mortal Wound it's called. Reduces all healing taken by 75% for 4 seconds, which is basically the whole cooldown of your Q. So you can have it permanently applied to someone, you know, give or take a half second or so. So that's when this hero gets a bit absurd. I don't know the counterplay to his level 20. We haven't had a chance to try it in scrims, but at first look, you know, it seems extremely strong. And if you let this hero get to 20, you're gonna have to find a different way to fight them than team fighting, like maybe picks or something like that, because he will be a team fight monster.
Let's see. Still trying to look through questions. Dunk Train, what is your spirit animal? Because Rex would like to know.
Probably a dragon. 'Cause
Whoa.
dragons are dope.
Nice.
He chose a mythical animal.
As
I
mythical
mean-
as Dunk Train.
You know,
Is that not okay?
I do have a
That's-
I feel like that
bearded.
could be okay.
Solid.
I have a
yeah.
bearded dragon. So
Those are pretty cool.
Oh man.
Can it breathe fire?
get it? Cause bearded. Cause Dunk Train's beard. Yeah.
Should name it
Got
Dunk
it.
Train.
Yeah.
I did.
I want to let you guys all know that Dunk Train's Skype picture has a beard that is nowhere near the level of this beard. It's like looking back in time to before the beard.
Time
You're
travel.
you're right. I haven't changed that in so long.
Yeah. I mean, there's a beard, but it's not this beard.
Switch. Dead.
I have to say, our community team that we have dubbed Evil Team Evil is actually doing pretty well against these two pros that we
Yeah.
Yeah.
that we put them up against.
I always forget, like, there's the sound of, like, taking the record off of the record player, or the thing, the needle off whenever, Mosh Pit ends.
Oh yeah. Good job, team. Well
Yeah, I
done.
wanted
All
to,
right.
GG.
want to give a huge shout out to our Evil Team Evil really fast. We had Artemis Howell, Stark SCII, we had Anaklu, Ishtara is the best, and then we also had Defebwar. Lots of people we've seen play on there before. Actually, Stark was going to be on our team simply because he wanted to talk about the new show that he's on. It's on Misscliks. It's on Sunday evenings. It's Minoc Mysteries. Do you know the time for that, Anna? For sure, what time?
It's 5 o'clock Sundays.
On Pacific time?
Yes.
Okay. I watched the first episode and it was hilarious. I had a blast with it. They are basically doing like a D&D show, but it is based in the Star Wars universe, and Stark plays a droid that has a flamethrower.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool.
It's really cool. They're
So-
doing all of the Star Wars role-playing games systems in a row. They're doing like mini campaigns, and then whichever one the audience and they end up liking best, they'll do a continued campaign. So it's really fun. And if you missed the first episode, you can watch it on YouTube, on youtube.com/Misscliks. Get caught up.
Yeah, so thank you again so much for Evil Team Evil. Make sure you follow them, give them some love. Thank you for playing against two pros on the same team. I know that could be scary. I also want to give our team members on Gaming Team Gaming a chance to do some shout outs before they go. So why don't we start with Messiah?
You can find me on Twitter at Messiah with 2 H's, and also on twitch.tv/Messiah. Just an amateur caster, trying to cast as much as I can. Heroes hype.
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 What about you, Jilly?
I'm gonna shout out all my viewers from the people who tuned in from Twitter, and obviously the Misscliks community for having me on. Thank you so much. You guys are always so welcoming.
Thank you. And Valia, I know that you had an announcement, so any of that?
Oh goodness. Let's see if I can find the information quickly while I do the general outro. So my Twitter account is Valia with an underscore on the end. Basically, all of the Blizzard coverage that you see coming out on Heroes of the Storm / Esports, that website is run through me. So I'm really, really excited about the season, and hopefully you guys enjoy all of the content we're bringing out too. On top of the Misscliks community, there's a wonderful community called Sweet Synergy, and they are a female gaming group. They are currently running a tournament. I can't find the dates right now, but they're going to be running a Heroes of the Storm tournament. So look into it, check it out, sign up if you're ready for it. It'll be a lot of fun.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you everyone who played in our play session. So we're going to hang up this call and then go back to our other service for audio for the last couple of things.
Zoom is better.
Yeah, sure. Go back to that. So bye.
Thanks,
Bye,
See you
guys.
Bye.
All right.
Okay.
Listen to how clear you
So much
sound.
better.
Whoa.
This show does not particularly endorse or unendorse any particular voiceover program, but Skype
Would you like
sucks.
me to get like a big fan or like a wind tunnel or something, just blow it onto my mic to simulate the other program? Or
Yeah, that'd be great. No. Okay, so before we go, we like to do a few community spotlights, let you know other things that are going on in the community, in addition to what we've already talked about that happened this past week and what's going on in the game. Of course, the big thing on everyone's mind is Heroes of the Dorm. There are a lot of exciting things about this that I know we don't even know yet, but a lot of exciting things have already been announced. I'm trying to center it for you so you can see, but you can go to heroesofthedorm.com and see all this hype stuff. Gilly, tell us about what portion of the competition we're in with Heroes of the Dorm right now.
Well, right now we're in the online qualifier, and this weekend is the last. So after that, we will have the top 64 teams looking off of the Heroes of the Dorm website. Yes, we'll have the different regions and the 64 teams that we'll have for the bracket, which I do know that there's going to be a bracket challenge later on too. So make sure you guys are keeping up with that heroesofthedorm.com because it's about to get fun.
Mm-hmm. The bracket was really, really fun. I highly recommend filling out one of those. Also, you will see some familiar faces from the pro scene. I know a lot of the pros are actually also competing in Heroes of the Dorm with people from their colleges, so that's really exciting. Also, we do, of course, have the EU Spring Regionals happening this coming weekend. All the heroes are happening so quickly. It's very exciting. Do we know who is going to be there officially?
As in the talent or the teams?
I guess we can look at this announcement and find out. We sure do. Look at that.
Yeah.
We have all of the
I
teams
don't know
here.
why I asked. We do know the teams
Yeah.
and the talent. I don't know
The
why I
talent
asked.
is right here. So as you can see, Dreadnought representing the NA casting scene, going over there to cast with those European casters. Of course, you guys know a lot of these names as well. And Nysera is a lady friend of Misscliks, so definitely please cheer her on in that way. And of course, all of these people you guys have had some exposure to, so give them all your love as we watch from our side of the world, or your side of the world if you're in EU. And that will start, as you can see, on Saturday, so do check that out.
And in fact, the Southeast Asia regionals will be happening this weekend too. So if you want to be able to find both of those, best way to find all of them is at heroesofthestorm.com/esports, and then you can click like schedule and it gives you links. Schedule is beautiful. It's really nice.
It is really nice. I'm impressed by it. Esports schedules are hard to find, and this is a very good one. All right, but some of the most important things in this community are the streams and other things of our guests. So I would like you guys to let us know and let our viewers know where they can find you going forward in the week, any cool projects you're working on, or just your Twitter, anything they can follow.
All right, guys. So you guys can find me, of course. I'm Dunktrain. You can just find me on Twitter and Twitch at Dunktrain or /Dunktrain. Super simple. And probably won't be streaming much, if at all, this weekend because, like Anna and Gilly were talking about, there's so much Heroes going on this weekend that I have to watch. And there's also some other stuff I'm going to be doing. So probably no stream this weekend, but next week, probably get back to that streaming schedule so you can catch me there. And just look forward to going to the World Championship in Korea, and I hope you guys watch us from home and cheer us on there.
And what about you, Kef?
Yeah, basically just echo Dunk's sentiment. You can find me on Twitch, King Caffeine. I stream pretty sporadically. It really depends on our schedule. We're going to be heading to boot camp in about a week and a half, so probably get a few streams in before then. Other than that, you can just catch me on Twitter at C9 Caffeine. And yeah, again, super shout out to our fans and you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for having me here. First time. It was fun.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for being on. It was a blast.
It's always very nice to have you guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anna, do you want to go with your shout-outs first?
Sure. The best way to keep up with me is usually Twitter at Anna Prosser. I'm also at Anna Prosser pretty much everywhere else except YouTube, which is Anna Prosser TV. I do stream almost every day, but it's on not millions, but a lot of different channels. Upcoming is tomorrow I'm on Twitch Weekly on twitch.tv/Twitch, and I'll be talking about any regionals there, giving it a little shout out because that's where I've been this past week. Also on Tuesday we have Misscliks D&D, and I'm starting my new Dungeons and Dragons show, which is officially the Wizards of the Coast Dungeons and Dragons show, dice camera action, that will immediately precede Misscliks on the official Wizards of the Coast channel. So lots coming up in the next few days for me, in addition to all these fun heroes things that we get to watch. So I hope you'll hang out with me. What about you, Gilly?
You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, all Gillyweed SC2. Like Anna, I do a bunch of different things. So the best way to find out where I'm going to be is to follow me on Twitter, and I will be announcing that. I have a show on Misscliks actually on Fridays as well. That's table flip and board games, so you can come hang out for that. And in fact, just follow Misscliks in general because it's amazing. It has a lot of really fun shows, new shows all the time, and it's a really great community to be a part of. So you can do that on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. All Misscliks, MISSCLIKS, and especially YouTube, where you can find all of the previous episodes of the show.
Thank you guys for watching. Please do click that follow button. Follow Misscliks on Twitter. We really appreciate all of your support, and we'll see you again next week. Goodbye.
Bye.